It sounds so cringe, but once you were there doing those bicep curls and that, it worked.
Why does it sound cringe? Folks, pause. The number one way to sound cringe is to accuse someone, anyone, in any circumstance of being cringe. Do you know what's embarrassing? Being f***ing embarrassed. Own your shit.
Okay. We've all been surfing TikTok or Reels and seen cringe videos. Back in the day, we used to call them cringe compilations, but now there's an entire Instagram trend dedicated to simply reposting cringe. Usually it's just some jackass doing something dumb for attention, which is totally fine to laugh about, but every once in a while, you come across a viral video like this, or this, or this, and a teeny tiny part of you goes, am I crazy, or is the entire point of this video just to make fun of the mentally ill? Just to be clear, not everyone I mention in this video has a mental illness disorder. Most of them just aren't as socially aware as the average person, and that plays heavily into why it's so easy to make fun of them. But let's be real here. Nobody is this much of a too cool for school, self-aware alpha Chad that they've never done anything embarrassing. We've all made cringe content in one form or another, and especially if you're a musician like me, yeah, you better believe you've made some cringy, emo-ass heartbreak music before, man. But I feel like it wasn't that long ago we used to shame people hardcore for being dicks to people they thought were just being cringe, right? Anyone remember Leafy is Here? I shit you not. This dude made an entire career off of putting people down. And on top of that, his audience would go after anyone he'd put on blast. Needless to say, Leafy Boy over here didn't last so long because of this behavior.
Driving a car, the Minecraft logo in the corner, his teeth. Nah, I'm not gonna be talking about the kid today.
Nah, I'm not gonna be talking about the kid today after showing a picture of his up snaggletooth to my millions of followers. A zoomed in picture of his up snaggletooth. Yeah, no, I'm not gonna be talking about the kid today. I'm not gonna talk about his up teeth. His teeth? The up thing in his mouth? I'm not gonna talk about that. That would be a up thing for me to do. These things? Not gonna do it. Not gonna talk about those up nasty things.
I feel like the biggest problem with a lot of these new Insta pages is the fact that there's not a face to put on any of them. For instance, let's just say hypothetically I was reposting cringe content of someone who looked like a long-haired hippie who didn't know how to shave. Well, clearly, just by looking at me, you'd be able to pretty seamlessly point out my hypocrisy, right? And tell me, hey dude, you ain't much better. But if I did every one of my videos without showing a second of my face, it would be a lot harder to roast anything about me. I'm an immaterial voice at that point, seemingly non-existent to the real world. And if we circle back to the Leafy guy, this is the exact reason why people roasted his appearance so much after he did his first face reveal.
When I found out that Leafy had a weak chin, I really wanted to help, you know, because he shouldn't have to bully people looking the way he does.
He did cringe react content for years, so you can imagine that once he gave the public an inch, you best believe people took a fucking mile. If people shouldn't throw stones in glass houses, then Leafy was living in a crystal fucking castle. People hated this guy. But imagine if Leafy never showed himself. On top of that, imagine if he never even spoke. Imagine 1,000 different Leafy is Here channels without a face or a voice. Welcome to Instagram, the place where you can bully just about anyone and never have to fear getting hit back. Why? Well, because who's gonna make comeback jokes about cringe spelled with a Q? Hey, did you see that cringe guy? What a fat, ugly fuck. Oh, really? What does he look like? I don't know. Does he at least sound fat or ugly? I couldn't tell ya. The guy is a ghost. How convenient. What makes this even more meta and confusing is the fact that we live in a time where there are people going viral for being cringe who aren't aware, but then you have pro comedians who are also cringe, but are super aware. So much so that they kind of do this Borat thing where they know they're playing a character, but the joke is it's not entirely obvious that you know that this is just a character. Which, don't get me wrong, that makes it that much more hilarious. I love it. But this is where it gets meta as fuck. Some of these channels are run by people that don't understand irony in the slightest. Every once in a while, they'll post a satire comedian's videos thinking that these characters are real people. This page decided to repost a video by Luro. I think that's how you pronounce his name.
So, they made a filter that's supposed to make me look like an anime character, eh? I'll be the judge of that.
And in case you didn't know, Luro has 61,000 followers and literally makes sketches for a living. Bro, your comment section is literally screaming that this is satire, and you're over here going, oh my god, this is cringe. Dude, you're the cringe. The fact that you don't realize that this is satire makes you the cringe, not them. And just to be clear, I'm no saint either. We've all had our share of sending cringe videos to the group chat with the boys. So yeah, I'll admit, I'm a bit of an asshole too. And I guarantee you, we've all been guilty of doing something close to this in the past, and that's okay. In conclusion, I don't want to shame anyone who finds this content to be entertaining. The truth is, a lot of this stuff can be funny. But when a part of you feels pity for the people you're laughing at, that seems to me like a pretty clear sign that some of these people don't deserve that kind of attention. Call me crazy. Again, it's one thing if you're like the Paul brothers by being cringe constantly for clout, but in terms of some of these guys who are just trying to live their life, you know, just please take into consideration that we don't know these people. We have no idea what they've been through or where their state of mind is. And even if some of these people we call lolcows are in a completely normal state of mind, maybe they just want to do what they're passionate about? The fact that some of these people have the courage to show themselves online like this on a regular basis, that's commendable to say the least. And it sure as hell is braver than what most people would ever have enough confidence to do. And with that, I'd like to end this video with a clip made by the ultimate cringe lord himself, Kevin Crow. Thanks for watching. See you later.
It's because the cringe dudes live life how they want, with confidence, and that's attractive. While the normal dudes are like, oh, I can't do that, that's cringe. What are people gonna think about me? 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 About me?